Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, name any big TV show in Australia and chances are you've seen Rob Carlton in it. From Water Rats, Blue Healers, Boy Swallows Universe. Soon to feature in the new season of White Lotus. I want to ask him about that. But he also has a new one-man show called Willing Participant. Rob Carlton, hello.
Here he is.
Hi, Rob.
Oh, hang on, mate. There you are.
Jones is pressing all the wrong buttons.
Jim Rye, our young Generation Y person, couldn't come in today because he.
So Jonesy's pressing the button.
He went to the Mary MacKillop what's it called? Exhibition. No, what's it called?
Museum
yesterday.
But he just went to a cafe there. Don't conflate the two things.
No. I don't know what happened. But,
he hasn't been jinxed. But Rob, hi.
Hello.
I'm desperately worried about you, the young fellow with the buttons. He's gone missing at the Mary MacKillop Museum. What?
He's
What on earth?
It sounds like an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Have you not sent someone to get them?
Actually,
You can't have someone roll. You can't have a young person rolling around there after hours.
No.
They'll perish.
That'd be kind of spooky. I look at you. You're doing a one-man show. Is this because you've just done everything else now?
Yeah, that's the horrible flip side, isn't it? No one will work with me, Jonesy. No one will work with me. Look, I've done this one. Honestly, my children have now left home, and I can now afford to get out on the road and do some travelling.
So what's a one-man show? What do you do? I picture a one-man band where you bang a drum and play the trumpet.
It's not as horrendous as that, although I do love those guys with the cymbals between their knees as they roll around the streets playing the harmonica in their mouth.
That's it.
So my one-man show, it's very simple. So a lot of people would be used to seeing these specials on Netflix or a comedian for 1 hour. Well, I'm on stage for 1 hour, but it's not a stand-up show. I'm telling 4 true stories, and the stories are real, but they're funny. But they'll also make you feel a lot of things. The easiest way of describing it, the difference to a stand-up show, is when people come out, if you've gone with friends, you'll want to sit down and start sharing your own stories. Mm-hmm. You'll tell different stories from different parts of your life. So my 4 stories, one comes from my early 20s, then my mid-20s, and then my father passes away when I'm a bit older and I take his ashes for a bike ride. I tell that story. And then a little later on, I go for a mid-career pivot and I tell a bit of a story about that. So it's kind of rolling around in these different feelings we have in different parts of our lives. And I share these things truly with vulnerability, but with, I'm a bit of a fool in it too because I make some mistakes. So there's some snort out loud laughter going on, but you'll connect with some real things. And then history tells me you'll want to chat to your friends about it and share all your own bits. So it's kind of, it's a different sort of thing, but people are loving it. We've been having a great time. We went to Adelaide Fringe and we knocked it out of the park there. And so, I just can't wait to do it. And I've been just loving doing it, man. There's something really exciting and dangerous about rolling out on stage just by yourself.
And also these days it's a little fraught because now you've got the onslaught of the heckler. Like Jim Jeffries had that guy, Jerry Seinfeld had
you might get a breastfeeding woman.
You might get a breastfeeding woman.
Jonesy, I know where you're going with this, and if you come along and you start heckling, you do your best for that.
Okay.
You do your best. It's one-on-one, mano at mano. I'm backing myself, Jonesy. But I'd love to lock horns. I'm going
to breastfeed a child.
Not his own. That's what's so alarming.
I'm going to mime breastfeeding a child.
Can you tell me, Rob, about the White Lotus thing? I'm fascinated because this show has taken the world by storm. What's going on with you?
Oh, look, I was lucky enough to get a role in White Lotus earlier this year, so I went over to Thailand, and I think I can say that. Well, of course, we're stepping into a legal minefield at the moment, Amanda.
Sure.
That's what I've always liked about you as an investigative journalist. You're always hitting the hard questions. So I think I'm now at the end of the range of things I'm allowed to talk about. But no, the main part of it is, look, I did. It was wonderful. I went over there, and as you know, it's the most exciting show.
Yes.
But again, where for me it's exciting is that it's not based on a book. And don't get me wrong, I love TV series based on books because they seem to have a real richness about them. But the thing with Mike White, and this is the whole business, we're all going over there because you're there for the Mike White journey. And he's telling these extraordinary stories that have come out of his brain and a lot of them predicated on his experiences and things that he's heard and seen. And everyone's just getting around this and telling these really odd stories about people trying to be loved, trying to fit in, trying to be their best selves, and sometimes failing miserably. And so that's kind of the heart of that White Lotus experience. And so for me, it was, it's not the biggest role in the world, but it was certainly a chance to rub shoulders with the best, step onto a set that's world's best practice. But also, while I was lying over there in my beautiful villa in Phuket, Amanda and Jonesy, I don't mind telling you, it was roll around and scratch yourself lovely. Oh yeah, it was ridiculous.
And when you can't say who you rubbed shoulders with, though.
Oh no, I'm not allowed to release cast details that haven't been released. But Parker Posey was over there. She's been released as a person.
Okay, all
and
right.
she's
So
a
she's
real
in it.
favourite of mine.
Yeah.
But the thing about it all is, I looked at the world's best practice and I thought, he's telling stories, and we've got the same stories over here. We've got beautiful stories over here. So we're going to dedicate myself to trying to tell more stories like Mike White. He just inspired us all,
Well, this is
basically.
going to be great. Willing participant, come along, check out our socials. We've got all the details for how you can see Rob Carlton. All breastfeeding people are welcome at the front row.
Yeah, I'm not lactose intolerant. So bring it in.
All your colostrum is welcome.
Rob, it's always a treat to talk to you. Thank you.
Lots of love, Rob.
Loads of love to you too. Take care.
Okay,
Take it
bye.
easy. Rob Carlton there.